Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Truth to Power podcast. Today is February 17, 2019, and I'm your host, Mike, back at it again with another episode. And tonight's going to be a jam-packed one because this Jussie Smollet shit got me upset. I'm not going to say it got me upset, that's a lie. But this shit is wild, fam. My boy Juicy, fam. How many of us called this weird-ass story out from the start? You know what's funny, fam? I gotta gloat. I gotta talk my shit because a lot of us was calling this shit out when it was happening, and what was happening? We was getting a lot of backtrack, a lot of Vibe magazines talking about how dangerous it is that straight black men aren't supporting this bullshit. A lot of BET shaming black men for not supporting this fake bullshit. When all we did was just use our discernment. We thought as black men ourselves and said, what the hell would we be doing at 2 a.m. outside in the Chicago streets getting a damn Subway sandwich, fam? Come on. When that shit was first being read out there, I was like, wait a minute, fam. You telling me this celebrity dude went outside at 2 a.m. to go get a goddamn Subway sandwich in Chicago? I'm a regular nigga, quote unquote, and I'm not going outside at 2 a.m. in nowhere, bro. Especially not in Chicago. And it's the Chicago Goonies, and we got cold weather. It's a fucking blizzard outside. You could see a goddamn abominable snowman or some shit in Chicago during that time and that weather. I'm good, bro. But a lot of us was questioning it. A lot of us knew that it wasn't truth. A lot of us could see the holes in the story. It just didn't. None of that shit is adding up. And then the story turned when they arrested the two Nigerian brothers. Literally, these two dudes is brothers. I guess Jussie paid him a couple racks to leave the country and fly out after the alleged attack, after the rough up. That's what I really want to know, actually, is what happened with that eye. Because he did have a cut under his eye, so I don't know. Do I want to know, actually? I might not want to know. They might have gotten to some, let me not get into where they got the rope for, and if it was any other items purchased at the spot. Let me not get into it, but I do still want to gloat. I'm going to talk a lot of shit because I deserve it. The homies deserve it. A lot of us that was calling out this bullshit from the start deserve it. And not to say that we should always hop out and, be emotional and react and say, but come on, we do have to use our discernment. And this is a perfect example of when we used our discernment to tell, this doesn't make sense. And now that we know that this doesn't make sense and it's playing itself out and it's almost at its completion, and now the arrow, I guess, or the aim has turned back on my boy Jussie. I'm not sitting here happy, and I'm not celebrating the fact that this man is about to go through what he's about to go through because it's sad. To be honest with you, it's sick. I don't know what the hell was going through this man's mind where he thought this shit was going to actually work or be pulling off, but it really speaks to some internal sickness or some real issue that man is going through that made him really feel like he needed to be this desperate, because this is some desperate ass shit all the way around. I have no options. I'm trying to grasp onto my last shot or something like that. This just smells of desperation and self and pity and all kind of moral shit. But yeah, man, this Jussie shit is wild. And they got two Nigerian dudes hemmed up in this whole situation. So from what I gather or what I'm hearing or what I read so far is that apparently my boy Jussie set him up to go buy the rope, and it's looking like they staged the whole attack. And what I want to know too is who all was involved in this. That is what's very interesting. I know a lot of people are throwing out them deep ones like Kamala Harris and different politicians and stuff like that, but I wonder who's on the first level. I want to know who all knew about this. If any of the people around him that was tweeting out words of support, like maybe Taraji P. Henson. I would hope. I was speaking real good to her the other day. I would hope Taraji P. wasn't a part of this empire plot, wink wink, empire plot to whatever is going on. I would hope, because I don't know, man. This whole situation just sounds very phony. It sounded phony from the beginning, and now it's playing itself out. It's weird, actually. Now that I'm seeing, bro, why did you do all of that? This man went through leaps and bounds to say, what was the motivation to say that? That's always my thing too. Is like, what was your motivation? Like, was it simply just being pitied? Like, it has. That's what I can't wait to find out. Is the deeper motivation for why he felt this desperate to have to do this. Like, this made no sense. And not to say, to be honest with you, I had no idea who this man was before this. So if his thing was to get fame, then shit, it definitely worked. If getting famous or getting known or blowing up was his only, or I guess to be infamous was his goal, then he damn sure proved that, because now I know definitely who Jussie Smollet is. My mama probably know who Jussie Smollett is, and she did not know who he was before that. So if that was your goal, bro, you definitely accomplished that. But outside of this, you're looking crazy right now, and you got the LGBTQ community looking crazy. Shit, it was LGBTQ cats calling it out like, bro, your ass wasn't up getting no damn sandwich. I heard all kind of wild ass speculations coming from the LGBT Twitter community. Niggas was talking about how Jussie was out at some club. He had gotten into a fight, and this is all alleged, by the way, but it's also hasn't been disproven. When they say, yeah, apparently he had gotten into a little tiff. Well, I guess that wouldn't have made sense, because now they got the two Nigerian brothers involved, unless they was the niggas that he got in a tiff with at the club and they followed him home. Who knows? There's some wild shit that's happening behind that, man. And I pray for Jussie. That's another thing too, is that he's gonna catch a lot of hell right now. Could you imagine this shit? I remember there was a story when I was younger of a high school football player who had got who's faked that he had got a scholarship, and he basically went through all this signing shit. He had people come down. It was like on the news. I think they had all this big rally that he was gonna sign a scholarship to this college that nobody knew about this. Like, they reached the college. College like, what are you talking about, bro? We don't know who that player is. And I remember thinking like, damn, that must be so embarrassing. Like, how embarrassing that is to go to school and niggas be like, bro, what the like, that was a big ass lie. Like, why did you lie about that type of shit? And you gotta sit there and face that music every time you look at people, every time you look at your loved ones, everyone around you. That's gonna be a hard ass pill to swallow for Jussie, man. We need to keep Jussie on alert. People sitting here talking about, should Jussie Smollett be put in jail? We need to be talking about putting Jussie Smollett ass in a halfway house, because his ass is going to be on suicide watch when he catch the backdraft of all this shit that's about to be coming in, because he could be catching shit from the black community, the straight black male community that was catching hell for quote unquote not supporting him. He gonna catch shit for the LGBTQ community for crying wolf. He gonna catch shit from the MAGA wearing cats who was like, you son of a bitch, you try to hit us with the false flag bullshit. It wasn't even us, Jussie. It wasn't us, bro. It wasn't us, dude. Yeah, bro, you about to catch hell from all ends, bro. And look, this is definitely a time where you're going to need your loved ones. You're going to need those who loved you next to you. You're going to need Lee Daniels, Super Bitch. What was it? I'm not calling Lee Daniels a super bitch, but, you know, he coming out with the Super Bitch movie with the nigga with the pink heels and shit. So, yeah, you're going to need all them niggas to protect you from yourself, bro, because that's going to be a rough ass. There's something wrong with him, man. And that's why I say that he probably should get some mental health checked out and all that kind of other stuff like that, because for somebody to lie about something like this and to go this deep into it and just not at some point say, all right, well, look, you know what, I was lying, like, all right, I took this too far, you know what, guys, I'm sorry for it. My man is still apparently trying to like stand by it that he's not involved in this plot at all, and I'm just like, bruh. That's some of the, you know, I can't stand when people just cannot say, my bad. You got me. You got me, bro. You got me. You caught me red-handed. But it's like them niggas will be 9 inches deep in it. And a woman will come in the room and be like, what is this? Oh, it's not what it looks like. It's, oh, what? No, I wasn't fucking her. I had just, no, that's not what it looks like. You're crazy. No, you're wrong. Why would you accuse, like, bro, you was fucking, like, come on, I'm not, like, just, you caught me. Damn. You got me. Everybody gets caught, man. Everybody gets caught at one point. You can't live your life uncatchable. You niggas out here trying to be like, fucking Pokemon and legendary Pokemon and whatever the shit. That's not gonna happen, fam. Everybody gets catch. You gotta catch them all of them. And shit, this nigga Jussie got caught. That's it. You came up with a messy ass plot, a terrible lie. Let me give you guys some lie advice. I'm not the lie king, and I'm not trying to push lying and say, but every once in a while you may get jammed up and you may need to lie your way out of it. So let me give you these tips. Keep the shit as simple as possible. Leave as many people out of your lie as possible. Like when you start getting multiple people involved, like let me just tell you, first of all, you saying you got attacked by 2 MAGA hat wearing people. That's 2 people right there. That's already one person. Too many people involved in whatever this lie was concocted for. And then you went to Subway, so you purchased a Subway sandwich, and that shit was in self-checkout, so that's at least a 3rd person involved. And if that person manager was there, then that's a 4th person involved. At least 3 people was involved, and that's 2 more people that should have been involved in your goddamn lie. Actually, shit, it should have just been you. I don't know why the hell you involved anybody else in the lie anyway. You should have just did what you probably did and what's that movie, Thin Line Between Love and Hate, and whooped your own ass. And that's it. And just say, hey, I got attacked and whatever the reason for it. And move on with your plot that way. But once you start involving extra niggas and you got the extra Nigerian and then you had to pay the extra bread and then you went to Subway for the extra Subway sandwich and the extra whatever else out there, you just put in extra shit, fam. You need to really keep your lie to a minimum. You want to leave as much people as possible out of your lie. And this nigga was involving way too many facets. Way too many facets, fam. And once those cops grabbed them Nigerian brothers, them niggas probably was not hesitating. They said, hey, what do you know about this? Just, God, let me tell you. Them niggas did not hesitate. They said, let me tell you the real. He still owe us $500 that we supposed to collect when we got back to the States that we still ain't seen Jussie about. So when you see that nigga, you let me know. And then you got this nigga Terry Crews trying to hop out and talk about this is toxic masculinity. I guess somebody got a Terry Crews on Twitter. Somebody got a Terry Crews on Twitter, was basically saying that you can't blame this on toxic masculinity. Terry Crews said, shit, nigga, watch me. Terry Crews asked one question: was it any women involved? Toxic masculinity. I said, shit, Terry. I said, I guess you got us on that one. Technically, you're right. It was all niggas. Now, allegedly, it was 3 homosexuals, but then you get into a conversation over what defines masculinity, and that's some whole nother shit. But I said, damn, Super Negro Terry Crews got us again. He finessed out of it. He said, shit, it ain't no women involved, and women cannot do no wrong. As we know, according to Terry Crews, no woman has ever shot, stabbed, robbed a man, killed a man, a person, or woman. There's no women jails. The women jails are all just filled up with flowers and, I don't know, teapots and all whatever the hell else is in there. There's no bad women. It's only toxic masculinity in the world, right? According to Terry Crews, correct? Yes, that's the world according to Terry Crews. But yeah, my boy Terry Crews is a lot of the people that hopped out in the support of this and were attacking the non-support or the questions that were being raised up by this questionable situation. A lot of those people are having to eat a lot of crow right now, and a lot of people still being prideful and not just saying like, all right, I did not know what the fuck I was talking about. I'm sorry. A lot of people want to still sit up here and say like, well, the next time, and no, it ain't, no, we need to handle this case by case. We need to address, again, I don't get into the, believe black women, believe black men, believe black people. I don't believe people, period. I look at the facts, the information, and then I discern from there. And I put my judgment based on that. I don't go off of, this person's black, they're probably telling the truth. This person's Mexican, they're probably lying. This person's white, they probably telling, like, what? I don't give a damn about none of that. I'm going to evaluate each situation by case situation. Now, do you get certain, do you may get a certain leg up? Yes, based on color. I'm not going to lie. But still, I'm not going to be blind. I'm not going to ignore obvious shit. You're not going to be sitting here with a damn bloody knife and I'm like, it probably wasn't you that murdered that person. It probably was some other person that murdered the person that's not around here. But no, hell no. It was you that murdered that person and that's it. So that, you know, that I handle that situation like that. I handle it case by case, and in this case, my judgment was this shit was smelly. This shit was smelly. This shit smelled funny from the beginning, from the jump. I knew something was up and it was correct. But when it was all said and done, this just seemed like another attempt to split the community, to cause dysfunction, to split the sides, to say do we support them, do we not? Evidence is I just feel like this was another one of them things, man. We just keep seeing them, we keep seeing them, we keep seeing them. Everything right now is just to be political unrest. Is being black folks is being provoked. We got the Gucci thing going on right now. We boycotting Gucci. I've been boycotting Gucci my whole damn life, so that's no problem. No problem at all. I never ever purchased no Gucci shit or Louis V to be honest with you. So no problem boycotting these super rich brands that I can't afford in the first place. You know, one thing I wish though, I was talking to my homies, and this is kind of off the record, but I was talking to friends earlier with this whole Gucci ban, and I really wish that with the same platform that all these celebrities are hyping up or to pushing to boycott and take away dollars away from Gucci, I wish we would have put that same energy into pushing forward something to do with those dollars that are positive. Like shit, if we gonna spend money on high-end clothing, or we gotta buy clothes anyway, why don't you support one of your homeboys? You telling me that T.I. any of these dudes? T.I. made a whole song called Fuck Nigga. You couldn't have told me where I could go buy. I can't go buy Gucci. Shit, let me know which one of your homies I could go buy their clothes, go get their whatever the case be. Why don't these rappers put they homies on? Like, why don't these rappers talk about, like, even like a Nicki Minaj or a Cardi B? Like, why would you talk about you wearing a Dior this versus wearing your whoever that you know personally that you could put on, and you know that shit's gonna pop if you push it? Like, if you tell me right now, if the Migos came out with a song and it was like, I got this new Mike S, everybody by tomorrow is gonna be googling what the hell is Mike S, and Mike S is gonna be selling through the damn roof by the end of next week. Mike S is gonna be, everybody gonna need Mike S this, Mike S that. And I made Mike S up off the top of my damn mind, but it sound catchy. And that's what it would be. Niggas would, I need to go get it. I need to get the Mike S this. I need to get the Mike S that. And that's how. But why don't they do that? That's a whole different topic, fam. But yeah, man, I really wanted to come back and touch on this Jussie Smollet situation. I'm gonna definitely be bringing some more episodes more frequently. I had fell off a little bit. Life got a little bit of wild, but we kind of got it back on. We got our shit back on track right now. So we're gonna finish up and we start bringing out some more episodes. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good night. Peace.